Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we're in the Ashen Cavern, and we are running an ISIS blood code today with the Hanamakuro, and it is going to be the slow variant, because the Gilded Hunter is extra speedy in his second phase, but if we can just dodge around and ignore his second phase, then we can get him slowed continually with this 25 value here that we have, and we can also slow him down with our traps and our shots. So the slowing shots, these do about 60 buildup, and his stun, or our stun shot, is about 50 buildup, and then debuff buildup again applies 25% to these two and 20% to stun, and then the webs are actually really good, as these two webs are about 84 or so, and the stun web is about 72 buildup, and then the debuff buildup 20% again for stun and 25 for venom and slow do apply there. So these are very potent as a gift that you want to be going for. So keep that in mind, and because most of our entire build is not to do with gifts, it's all about simply using our shots, and you can see there that this fine specimen here is very weak to slow. They are not in any kind of great manner there to understand how to defend against slow. So that is very nice. And we'll just go ahead and slap this guy a couple times. And the amount of damage we can do is pretty awesome, because we can slow these enemies, you know, at distance here and everything. So it's very nice. And we should be able to venom it. Oh, not quite. Okay, well, that's too bad. But you can see that the amount of ichor we get on a backstab is about almost 14. It's about 13 and a half or so. And it is very nice that we can do that. Oh, there comes the bullet. I saw it coming a little too late. Let's go for a stun web. Okay, that'll stun him for a couple of attacks. Oh, okay, this person is coming at us from the back here. Okay, and so we'll go for a slow, which is nice. Whoops. And I was hoping that we could get a backstab there, but that's not the case. Okay. Okay, he is now slowed, and let's see if we can get him stunned. Okay, and no backstab. Okay, so you can see that slow in the Ashen Cavern here is very helpful along the way, and we can do things like this, and ouch, and just slow the enemies kind of as we need to, which will allow us time to do things with other fine specimens, and so we don't have to worry about too many of these enemies, you know, along the way. Okay, except when we're getting shot in the back. And you can see their slow animation is about, you know, like double the amount of time between that they actually start an animation and when they end an animation. So it is a little more difficult, because you do have to kind of understand what is going on during that time. Okay. Let's go ahead and give another slow out there. Oh, we hit this guy instead, which is unfortunate. So let's give him some stun and venom here. Okay. So as you can see, it's a little bit of an unorthodox sort of play here, because you are, you know, kind of using your distance gifts here to ensure that you have the upper hand with each of these enemies. So kind of different than how you normally go about engaging with these enemies. And let's give a poison here so oh my goodness, this stupid bayonet person, absolutely annoying. Okay, and let's see if we can get a launch. There we go. Okay, very good. And since we were focused there, we did have our venom buff, which is very, very high because of our 1302. It's around what is that? Like it's around like the 70 mark or so. Okay, he walked right into that stun trap somehow, which is very, very nice that he indeed did do that. So let's go ahead and slow you. Let's run over here, pick up our haze, and let's get a couple more backstabs. Okay. Okay. And you can see that with opportunism there, we are able to get a huge amount of damage just from regular sword attacks and stuff, right? It's pretty amazing that we are indeed able to do that. Oh, okay, too close there. Come on. Oh, nobody's gonna walk into that. That is so unfortunate. Okay, there, we'll stun you up. Okay, and let's get a venom web. Okay. And you can see that with a slow Hanamakuro, we can actually slow these enemies very, very fast, very, very easily. And we will always have like a web on cooldown or something else that we can go for. Okay, and we'll just let her time out there, which is very, very nice that we can do that. So we can get some other gifts here going. Okay. And every time an enemy is slowed, remember we get a 25% increase to our sword damage, not necessarily our claw damage or otherwise. Okay, and now we are focused, so we have increased venom application, which is great. So we can come over here and we can apply venom at a very, very increased rate, which is great. Okay, and let's heal. And that enemy can die, which is nice. Okay, now he's slowed, so that's good. We can apply some venom, and we can put some stun in his way. And that'll give us some time here to heal. Okay, very, very good. And now this fine specimen, let's go ahead and give her some slow and venom as well. And let's go ahead and put some gifts out here for this person to enjoy. Okay, and let's let her run back this way, right into the web. So very, very nice. So in a one-on-one fight, as you can tell, we are amply situated to ensure that we can actually engage appropriately with each of the enemies that we are going to be coming up against. Oops. Oops. Getting turned around here. Okay, we got this big boy. don't want the slugs necessarily. I definitely want this guy to follow me. Okay. Now he's going a little bit slower than the slugs here. Ouch. Now we are venomed because of our focus state, so we will take advantage of that here. Okay. Now he's poisoned and venomed, which is nice. We'll stun these idiots. Okay. Definitely applying some utility there with our different gifts and everything. The backstabs are definitely helping us because of our blood veil. So during the hunter fight, obviously we can change this to anything else. Probably we'll go for the fortified so we have more defense. That's the best option we can go for. Okay, let's go for a stun. Oh. Okay, well, the stun did not happen, but that is okay. You typically can get some pretty bad throws on how you go about engaging with the different enemies, but the important part is that you'll see when we go against the invasion here that we have the opportunity, right, to to actually throw a whole lot of oh, good grief. A whole lot of status debuffs and everything around and debuff a whole lot of enemies. For example, right here, that, because you will be engaging with, so many enemies at once, the traps on the ground and such will do you nicely. So we can put one here. There's a stun. And then we can put a slow web out. Okay, somehow we got attacked there by a random attack somehow. Okay. We're gonna slow this guy. Oh, ouch. Oh, we attracted the other enemy, no problem. But you can see how the invasion's gonna go. You're just gonna kind of want to slow each enemy down to make sure that you can get off stun and poison and go for the different engagements at different points in time. And if you can indeed get off, a couple of weapon sword attacks, then you will be much better off because of the opportunism that will very much help your superior damage values because of that increase. So very nice there if we can indeed get that going. For example, right there. Okay, very nice. And this enemy is going to just lurk around. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Okay. Unfortunate there that we did not get any of these enemies to engage with us in those traps. Whenever we are at a position to use the floor traps, it is in our best interest to be able to use those because they are so much more valuable in regard to the amount of damage that they are stun or whatever value they are putting out. They are much more beneficial at it. Okay. Good. Okay, now the invasion starts, and this is going to be a bit of a doozy here because we are going to have so many enemies that we are going to have to try and engage with. and it is going to be exceptionally difficult here. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Whoa. There's that enemy. Okay. We died by dust. Okay. Very nice. Interesting. That is an interesting way to die. By the aftershock of the ground slam. Okay. Well, you know, the more you know. But you can see that applying debuffs to these enemies is pretty simple, and they do not have a lot of status resistances, and so you can build up these values very, very, very fast, which is great because most of the time debuffs are kind of odd in how you apply them, and you know, when and where and why would you apply them. Okay, whatever. Kind of ridiculous how these enemies are maneuvering right now, but that's okay. Oh, stupid enemy getting in the way. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. All dead, and we have tons of healing to do, which is bad. So that enemy should be dead. Okay. Apparently it's not. And apparently we're dead. Good grief. Of course, this one had to have just a slight sliver of health left there. Most unfortunate. Now, the difficult part of this, right, is obviously putting spacing between you and the enemy so you can apply the webs at a distance, because we have no ability to do the traps. I mean, we can do the traps, and that's what we should be doing, is the traps, because then we can do you know, damage, or we can do debuffs, you know, right where the enemy is standing, which is very, very nice. Okay. These stupid gunners are very, very annoying. Okay. There, have some poison, have some stun. And of course it didn't die. And of course I got hit. Of course I got hit twice. Okay, well, this is not going swimmingly at all. Of course, we're almost dead. And let's see. You take that, and then you can take that. Okay. Good grief. Let's get on with an engagement here, and we will probably be dead very fast. Okay. Because we have to fight 3 extremely difficult enemies all at once. It is pretty intense here. Okay. And that is very nice how we went about getting that engagement there. Of course, hit me through iframes, of course. Oh, and dead. Okay. That is so intense. Okay, we are going on 20 minutes right now, so we're just going to bring EO along, just to speed things up here, since that is, you know, going to drastically change the crazy engagement here that we have. And it will be a completely different fight, because as enemies are stunned or slowed or whatever, we won't be having to wait around for things to happen, because each of the enemies will be at a super disadvantage. As you can see there, this enemy's like pretty much already dead. Oh, okay, you took care of that. Very good. Okay, this hungry hippo coming out of nowhere. Okay, here we go. Oh, good grief. Sometimes this game is just, you know, crazy in how it engage and allows you to engage with certain mechanisms in the game and how it applies things. Like, watch, this enemy won't die even though it is right there at the poison value level. But whatever. Okay. Alright, and we are focused, so that is a great time to go for an application of poison here. Oh boy. Alright, let's slow this guy down. Whoa, okay. Good. Okay, debuff dead. And that is most unfortunate here, that we are inhibited, because that's where the majority of our, you know, okay, that's where the majority of our damage comes from, is from our gifts and such. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's get away from these guys. Good grief. That running attack is absolutely ridiculous. Dead. Okay, most unfortunate here for for this invasion. Where's this stupid there she is. Okay, good. You die. You die. Sorry, EO is gone. There's the stupid, you know, floor slam that can kill you. You? Okay, now it is most important here. Okay, great. We did the invasion. Woohoo! Okay, finally. That is a most difficult invasion for something where you are completely single target, and we have no like AoE or anything like that. This can really show some signs of weakness, but during the Gilded Hunter fight, you will see that it's interesting because it is all designed for a one-on-one encounter, and it's very nice that we have a weapon like the Hanamakuro, because it is such a good sword, because it's fast, it's light, it's got everything you want, and it's got pretty decent respectable damage altogether. And it's also a very early weapon that you can acquire in the game, so very nice. So now applying the webs at distance here is pretty tough. It's not always, you know, the simplest thing to do, and we're probably gonna die quite a few times here, but that's okay. And the nice thing is that as we apply slow, right, he's going to, you know, get slower, and so it's going to be much simpler for us in order to actually, you know, engage with him. So it's nice. Whoops. Except when he does that kind of business. Oops. Okay, I was so excited about applying slow. So you can see that he's running around a lot, and using our webs is not really beneficial. So because when we're right up on him, we want to be doing the damage immediately. So this is where the traps come in to be so much more beneficial. Now these the traps do have the highest values out of all of the gifts, but they have the lowest debuff points per iCore in the group. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that's how it goes. And we can see here though that as we go about this engagement, okay, it's not beneficial for us here to take these hits, but we can do things like this now, where we are just applying the you know, debuff right there. Okay, I need to actually pay attention to what is going on. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal. Now he's going to cleanse himself of all his debuffs here, which is fine. Whoops. I can't tell what he's doing. And as you can see, whoops, in phase 2, you can't, or in his enraged phase, you cannot you can't actually poison, stun, or slow him. So most of the entire build here is completely nullified in phase 2, or his enraged phase, but that's completely fine. Because we should be, you know, able to dodge or parry during each of those phases. Getting up against the wall there and having camera problems is definitely a problem, but that's okay. It's nothing we can't overcome. Okay, let's whoops, let's not dodge at the wrong time here. Whoops. And you can see that the traps actually do a very significant amount of buildup here, and that is great because that is how we know that we are okay. We are able to, you know, get positions on him at any point in time. Now we definitely need to go for a whole bunch of weapon strikes here to get our I-Core back. Okay. Whoops. And 5. Okay, there we go. Now, he will maintain any status debuffs into phase 2. However, he cannot gain new status debuffs in phase 2. Okay, here we go. Oops. That's most unfortunate. We got focused now because that is a huge debuff that we have active there. Okay, let's go around here. Okay. Oh, good grief. I can't dodge. And when he comes out of his phase, it's actually pretty important that you apply the because remember, as soon as he goes into an enraged phase, he washes off each of the incomplete status debuffs. So if you reapply the cartridges immediately upon him entering his phase 1 stance again when he kneels down, then you can reapply stun, poison, and slow, and then when he goes back into his enraged phase, he is then enfeebled, I guess you could say, with each one of those status debuffs. So that's, whoop, okay, I can't do this. Okay, let's heal. And we're gonna get hit. Yep, okay. And we're dead. Oh my goodness, what is going on? I'm pressing the spacebar, and for whatever reason, I'm not dodging. That's just how the fight goes sometimes. You know, inputs be eaten every now and then, which is fine. There's a lot of inputs that you need to be doing, and you can see the keyboard lighting up all the time with this kind of a build where everything is an active gift, pretty much with pretty generous cooldowns here, so you can see that all happening all at once. Okay, let's go. And let's get off our gifts there. Whoops. Okay, now he's poisoned because of our, whoops. Oh, yep, the slow, put me off there, unfortunately. Oh, too bad we didn't get him stunned. That is most unfortunate. Oh, okay. I can't dodge apparently. And I can't dodge again apparently. Good grief. Oh, Miguel, you're just costing me time here, boy. Too much time. But, I mean, obviously if you bring along a partner, this goes pretty quick and simple, because they, you know, do most of the work. Well, not most of the work, but they do most of the distraction, and Miguel can't really handle going back and forth, except in phase 2. I just need to, you know, focus up and not get destroyed. Okay, let's go. And obviously, as we have poison on our focus gift, we can change that. Oh, what? As you can see, the venom buildup there is very, very, very significant. Let's go ahead and heal, because I'm an idiot. Okay. Whoa, that was fast. And it's most unfortunate we're focused now, because that would be excellent to be focused right into phase 1 again. What in the world? that was wild, that combo there, where he twirled around and staggered me with some little blood particles that flew around. Oh man. Status debuffs are definitely a very, 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 very different way to play the game, and the amount of time that you have to do the build-ups. Remember that your debuffs decay at about 2.5 points per second, which is pretty fast. So you only apply, 50, and it's going to take like 20 seconds to, wash all of that off. And you can see that he has some pretty good resistances here. Oops. I don't think we'll get him poisoned or stunned here. We probably won't get him stunned, that's for sure. Well, we'll have to see. Maybe we'll get him stunned. That would be nice. Stun is not exactly the debuff of choice here. Oh, okay. He's gonna... Yep. I was like, he's gonna transition right here, but oh well. Okay, I can't dodge because I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay, obviously my brain is broken here with the space bar, and I can't find it, or for whatever kind of reason, I'm not exactly sure. Well, interesting. Let's just go ahead and bring EO along, and we'll make this short and sweet. But I really do enjoy the status debuff route. It is definitely very odd, different, and not really consistent with how everything is developed. It is a very, very different way to play any of the engagements here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, wow, we got him poisoned just in the nick of time there. That is great. What? What? Okay, so now is where you want to apply all your debuffs. And I can't parry for some reason. Okay. Unfortunate there that... Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Okay. Dead. And I'm dead. Because I'm stupid. Oh my goodness. There's so many things to do with status debuffs because they all have to kind of be done according to, like, you know, timing. And getting all of them out, having enough ichor, having enough stamina. There's so many more things to think about, to worry about, to try and get extra damage in, because while he's debuffed, right, that's when you have the extra damage value from opportunism. So this is dragging on far, far, far too long, unfortunately. But that's how this guy goes sometimes, that, you know, you just have to wait and be patient for how he engages with you. Okay, unfortunate. We did not get him poisoned, and we did not get him stunned or slowed. Okay, stupid, oh, very stupid. Thanks, yo. And when he, oh, good grief. Sorry, Eo. Wow, thank you, Eo. Okay, well. Oh, come on. Why? Oh, man. Oh. Okay. Okay, good grief. What a ridiculous fight.